Hi there guys, welcome to Win-Loss Record where I summon the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Yes, that was my Joey impression. No, I will not take any questions. Today we are in week 3 of Red Eyes Black Dragon and we are currently sat at 3-5. So we've not got a positive win ratio. Fingers crossed we can get a little bit of something going here. Now, the first duel that we're going to go into today, I was not sure whether to include it or not, because essentially I told myself when I started this series, like, don't include any of the self-burn decks or the self-TKO decks or whatever. So I was unsure whether to include this, but I did want to include it because, you know, Red Eyes was the one that did the work as well. So we're going to go into our usual plays here. We go into our Galaxy Tomahawk and summon out 5 tokens, which is going to allow us to do a little bit of link climbing here. So go into Link Spider, go into the Verdant and the IP Masquerena, and then go into the Verte Anaconda with that so that we can get out our Comet Dragon. Comet Dragon is going to burn for 1400, that token is just going to go away. But we're hopefully going to be able to do a little bit with this. He does just, like I say, it's a self-TKO deck. I get it. It's not proper. But this is what happens when it comes to Red Eyes. You can just summon out the Red Eyes Soul at any moment and deal 3500 damage to your opponent and just take them out. So that's what I kind of wanted to prove with that duel. I know, I understand if you don't really count that, but I'm counting it. It happened. Let's get into something a little bit more real here. So, we're going to get max seed here, but we do have the Call by the Grave, so we can just stop that from doing anything. Because we are going to be doing quite a bit of special summoning here, so I didn't want the max seed to just go crazy. We go into the Galaxy Tomahawk, summon out the 5 tokens, and do exactly the same plays. We go Link Spider on one side, Link Spider on the other side. Link those 2 off for Verte Anaconda, link those 2 off for IP Masquerena, and Verte is going to send in order to make the Comet Dragon, and then send in order to burn for 1400. So the problem here is that we are down on life points because we've had to pay 2000 for the Verte and 3000 to summon out a level 7. And we're up against Cyber Dragons here. Cyber Dragons are obviously pretty strong. And we do get dropleted as well, which, you know, that kind of sucks. Cyber Dragon Infinity coming out. Big body on this one, and he's able to suck up a monster, attack over the Verte, and attack over the IP. Shame that we couldn't do more, but it is what it is. It's Red Eyes. It's Red Eyes. This is what Red Eyes does, so it's absolutely fine. So we're sat at what? 4 and 6 now? 4 and 6. We get to go first again here. And summon into Striker Dragon. We get Ash Blossomed, unfortunately, but we can call by that. And this allows us to then go in for our plays with the Galaxy Tomahawk again. So, essentially, we've got one play that we like to go for here in order to try and set up something a little bit stronger. We can go into the win. Link Spider on one side, Link Spider on the other side. Link them off for Verte Anaconda. Link those off for IP Masquerena. So the IP Masquerena is just going to help us out next turn with a little bit of protection if need be. And we're going to deal 4,000. Well, he's got 4,050 left. He's going to pot a Prosby. And as you can see here, we are up against King Sarcophagus. We're up Shiny Sarcophagus, sorry. I don't know enough about what this deck wants to do to me. So I go into the SP Little Knight, try and get rid of the Shiny Sarcophagus, but we're going to get negated there. And then he's going to be able to summon out some monsters, paying half of his life points to do so. So if we could have got a burn at some point, then we would have been golden, but the Pot of Prosperity is what saved us there, halving all of the damage, and our SP Little Knight comes back we've only got 700 life points here, so we're not doing too great. We can bring out the Red Eyes Fusion now. Go into our Black Metal Dragon. Unfortunately, the Red Eyes Soul can't target that to do the burn with that. I was hoping I'd be able to attack over, but then he can just end the battle phase by banishing that from the graveyard. And yeah, we're not going to survive this, unfortunately, because we don't have any protection whatsoever. So he can just attack over us and then attack him for game. So yeah, I genuinely got a bit excited whilst I was doing that duel, but it was all for naught. We weren't able to pull off a win with that one. Okay, moving on to the last one here. And we're up against Tearlaments here. Which, Tearlaments scare me. And it is Tearlament Horus as well. So yeah, really strong deck to be going up against with my Red Eyes. He's just going to pull out some really strong cards. We do have the Max C, so he ends his turn nice and early. But we can only really go directly into a Red Eyes Fusion. He does Max C, which is fine because we can only do the one summon because of the Red Eyes Fusion anyway. And we burn for 1400, attack over for 1500, but it's just not going to be enough. We can set and pass. And the opponent has got the chance to just bring out plenty more monsters here. So we tried to summon out the Red Eyes Soul there in order to be able to do a little bit more damage with a quick effect. But it does get put back into the graveyard, which stops us from being able to do any of that. Our Phantom Blade, our Fog Blade does allow us to survive an extra turn. But we weren't able to capitalise on it in any way, shape or form, which is a damn shame. So it is looking like we're going to be ending off this week with another loss. Right, yeah. It's brought us now to 4 and 8, so we're going to need some really strong weeks in order to be able to get anywhere close to even what Kuriboh managed to do. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this, then please do subscribe to the channel. It'd be very much appreciated if you did, and I will see you next time.